sometimes we don't choose family, man. But do people know the surname? Do people know this is you here? And how do you handle it?
Do they know the surname?
Do they know this person? Do they know?
They know my first name and my last name. They don't know the Tinotenda part.
The Tinotenda part, but the last name they know. Does it come?
Yeah.
This last name, does it come with expectations? Does it come with pressure?
A lot of expectations.
Yeah, at school maybe you have to always come first, be number one.
That's what they expect. But then I can't live my life based on what people expect.
Yes.
Otherwise, then I'll be living other people's lives.
Absolutely.
I have to do my own thing.
You have to do.
If I want to come first in class, I'll come first in class.
Yeah.
But if I want to come last, then I'll come last.
It's like that's what it is.
Yeah. So
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It has been pressure, a lot of pressure. Especially when my dad still was the president of the nation.
Yeah.
It was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Anything you did.
Is there a difference?
Anything
Nothing
you did
is like,
if one person just decided, I don't like what he did, and now it's a big issue.
Yeah. And now, how's the pressure?
They still try.
Yeah.
Let them keep trying.
But you know what? It's Tino at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're pushing your hustle and you're doing great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you being the founder, the CEO of XGX. What a cool name.
Yeah.
And I see it, man. It's like how hard it is to find or to come up with brands that will just stand out. And how did you guys come up? And even the way it's written, it's like you can't miss this.
That's what we do, bro. We're creative.
You create,
I create. This is what God put me on earth to do. You know what I mean?
So it's just...
So it wasn't really hard. It was something, like I said, it was something that had always been on my mind. I'd always wanted to design and to create, you know what I mean, a fashion line.
Right.
So when I decided to start, it wasn't like starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I'd already had been building this in my mind.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then I was like, you know what? The world needs to see something.
Absolutely.
And December came and I was like, okay, you know what? It's time.
How would you describe your signature style? How would you say this is Tino style?
Spontaneous.
The XGX.
Like you don't know when it's coming, what's coming, and why. And how.
Why? Yes.
Spontaneous.
Is it something out there that maybe you can give us a picture, sort of like an idea what sort of clothes you design?
Okay,
Are you into sports
it was very,
or
very,
formal?
very influential. Most of my influence came from looking at Dolce and Gabbana.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, these guys kill it.
Yeah.
They kill it. And I was looking at Gucci. I was like, okay, Gucci's more popular. But then Dolce and Gabbana's not... Gucci's not doing it like Dolce and Gabbana.
Yeah.
But then more people are buying Gucci.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but then with XGX is like high end with a mix of... with the African flavor, you know what I mean? That passion that I have, you know what I mean, from where I'm born.
Yeah.
I'm from KwaZimba, like
Zimbabwe. I like those.
KwaZimba, yeah. That's where I'm from. So it's like, I want to bring that flavor from home, that African flavor, and turn the brand into a Dolce and Gabbana, turn it into an XGX, if I can say it like that.
I hear you. Having to also study in Dubai, Dubai, come on, fashion there, it's on another level. That's like, so how was it like being there, and what have you learned? What is it that you've learned from the insight, you know what, I can just turn it around and make it my own, and also put the me in the whole design. You mentioned African influence as well. I said, don't keep quiet. You are too quiet. We are here.
My part of the story is coming.
Okay, all right. Okay, maybe I'm rushing. Yes. About Dubai.
Dubai, Dubai taught me a lot. First of all, that people have money.
Yeah.
And they will use it if you have something you want to sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's also, it gave me confidence to start my brand. Because a lot of people have these things where they're like, yo, what if it doesn't go? What if people don't buy it? But then just put something out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Dubai taught me.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Do what you feel you can do, or what you should do.
Absolutely.
Sell it.
Follow
show
your passion.
people, and then you'll get to where you want to get to.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So after Dubai, you went back home.
Yeah.
And you're still designing, and there was still, I mean, you have your clothes, you have your products available.
Yeah.
And did you attempt to sell it, to showcase it, fashion shows? How was it like? The support. Is it there?
Where?
Yeah.
Where? Sorry.
No, in terms of like, because in Dubai you were studying, you came back home, you went back to Zimbabwe, and the merchandise was there. You know, your merchandise was there, your clothing line, it's available. How's the support there? How are you selling it?
Well,
how are you getting it out there?
Back at home in Zim.
Yes.
Right, like people want it.
People want it.
But then, for now, like we've been trying to get an online store, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're still working on. Hopefully, by the end of this week, it's going to be up and running.
Okay.
That's where people are going to be able to access it.
All right.
But then, right now, I mean, we're selling online.
Yeah.
And not with an online store, but through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing it the hustle way.
The hustle
you know what I mean? And I've been hustling, grind.
But that's
people
a
have
good
been
way,
buying.
because there's no easy way of doing it. You know, you have
From the
to.
bottom.
You have to start
Yeah,
from the.
you have to
You know
start
what I
from
mean?
somewhere.
And do it yourself,
Yeah.
and not depend on anyone and say, okay, I can have it easy. You know,
Yeah.
mommy will just
You
cover
know?
me, and you have
Or
to do it
just
yourself.
Get a shop open. Now my parents were like, "Bruh, if you want this, start with your own somehow, somewhere."
yeah.
You know, I
Do
took
it
whatever
yourself.
I had out of my pocket.
Yeah,
And
because you
know
never
what I mean?
know
Yeah.
what life holds. If things go down,
I can easily have a shop open.
Oh,
shops,
yeah, yes.
But then they don't want that.
They don't
want
want-
me
that's-
to.
that's really amazing.
to learn
That's really good to hear
the way.
that.
And I want to be part of the
Yeah,
process. Like,
that's really
I mean,
amazing.
it's fun.
And from home to UJ now, you're still pushing that whole creative side, that creating something. And what inspired you to move here in Johannesburg? What is it? Do you think the fashion world, there's more opportunities here? What is it?
I was looking at the culture,
Yes.
how people appreciate. Like, I don't know what people would understand as culture, but for me, culture is like what people do on a daily basis. You know, we wake up and we dress ourselves in something. We listen to some sort of music and we go do something. So South Africa was like a perfect hub for, you know, for everything in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I tell people that like South Africa is like America, but the African way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The African way. South Africa is America, but the African way.
Yeah.
People don't really understand when I say that, but only those who've traveled to understand.
Yeah.
So like when I came here, I was like, yo, bro, like, you know, I was like, yo, there's this, the energy here. Once you step foot, you're just like, wow, like you can't leave, because if you leave, then it's either you're going to a better nation. I'm not saying there aren't better nations, but then for what I want to do, for fashion, music, come on. Like, we're in Africa.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
Yeah.
Please tell me, like, you know, and
What's-
it has to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
And
Your
it started
view-
here. I mean, South Africa is one of the few countries that have started this whole, you know, being able to push the culture
Yes.
and being able to push young, talented musicians and artists and
Yes.
creatives. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
I think there's right play, and the fact that you're still studying, that's really an amazing. So your plans in terms of getting it out there, because you're not only just creating, you're not only just passionate about, you know, putting out merchandise out there or your clothing line. You want to study the business. You know,
the
because
lifestyle.
The lifestyle of
mean,
it, and it has to bring something back. You can't
Yeah.
work hard and that's it. You just have a clothing line and then nothing that comes, you know, back. So.
Yeah.
What's the plan in terms of the business side of things? Because I see that you have a business partner.
Yeah.
How are you planning to make this work? How are you planning to make it the biggest brand? And I like it also how you make it sound. I would say XGX, but the way you saying it is XGX. I don't know. There's something about it. What's the plan in terms of the business side of things? How are you planning to get it on the level of... Let me talk about our people, maybe the David Clary, maybe Khartian Kutsia, maybe just get it big, get it, you know, Casper Nyovest has already, the family tree, what's your plan? What's your plan?
Well, our plan is simple. We pursue perfection in what we're doing, then the rest will follow. If we make our clothes to suit the standard that we envisioned when we started this, we want high-end, comfortable stuff that's innovative, that's... You know, it's pizzazz, it's fire, it makes people look good, feel good. That's what we're chasing. And then the money will follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
As long as we pursue perfection in our craft.
Yeah.
And we're humble to the art and we keep learning and improving, then it will follow.
Yeah.
They will follow.
It's automatic.
That's
Money
amazing.
follows the product.
Money follows the product. Yes.
That's what it
When
is.
should we look forward to, buying game in the stores or maybe online? Is it available? Where can we get hold of it? If not, when
you can
the
get hold
deadline?
of it on Tisu XGX, at TISU XGX.
Yes.
On Instagram.
It's available.
Yeah, and on Facebook.
Are you cater for females or males
Females
only?
and
males.
Yeah.
Okay.
we cater
How would
for
you
both
describe
genders.
it? Come on, give me just the one description of your fashion line.
Fashion.
Is it
The
sport?
finest,
Is it culture?
The finest
Is it,
brand
what
in
is
Africa.
it? Is it music?
It's the finest brand in Africa.
Yeah.
And you've heard it here first.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the finest
They're
brand
in the
in
next
Africa.
50 years, they're going to be playing this back in black and white for
Yeah.
the effect.
Yeah.
But in black and white. He said it,
we just made it.
50
said
years
it.
ago. This
Yeah.
is when he said
But
it.
I think as Africans, especially here at home,
Yeah.
we're doing extremely well. I mean, for instance, Black Panther. Your take on Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know how
I haven't watched
Africa.
it yet.
You haven't
Yes,
watched it,
but
but
I'm
you've
going
seen
to
the
watch it.
premieres
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Please Google and see how our people are representing
People are,
us.
that's what I want.
Yes.
That's what XGX
Yes.
is all about.
You know what I
is in
mean?
the
Right
next
there.
movie. It's in the next black big movie.
Yes.
XGX is going to dress up the stars.
Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
dress up
what's
the
gonna
stars.
happen.
That's the whole. Can I?
Yeah.
Well, if somebody's not saying I'm a star, I'm gonna say I'm a star. Okay?
I mean,
Can you dress
that's
me
why
as
we're
well?
here. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah, like-
Yes. So I was
Which
just
one's
really
your life?
impressed by how our brothers and sisters came out and also how the movie, I haven't seen the movie as well, but how Africa is so celebrated in
Yeah.
terms of fashion and who we are.
And
And, just,
the funny thing is, it's mostly the Africans celebrating Africa. And
Yeah.
that's what XGX is all about. It's about Africans celebrating themselves.
Africans.
You see a lot of Americans
Yes.
celebrating Africans. Who made the Black Panther movie? African Americans.
and you
Come
see
on,
where
yo.
the attention
Come on,
is right
bruh.
now.
Like, where are we as Africans,
Yes.
bro? We have
Melanin
the
revolution.
flavor, we have the soul.
Yeah.
And I mean, Americans have shown us that, it can be done. Do what you love. Put your soul and your heart into it,
Yeah.
and you'll be good. But as Africans, we need to now open our minds up. I mean, fine, maybe our parents or whatnot, they had other things to do with.
Yeah.
But then they opened the path for us. They opened the path so
Yeah.
we can what?
That's
so
amazing.
we can do what we love.
That's
you know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
They went through what they went through so we
Is,
can
is,
do what
is,
we
is,
love.
is mommy and daddy proud of you?
I hope they are.
Are they watching you?
No, they're
I'm
not
sure
watching
she's
me,
like
but
watching you.
But then, I mean, they're watching.
You better
They
behave.
have their people watching all the time. So,
Yeah. So
they
they're
know.
proud and they
Yeah,
support
they're
it.
proud.
You
They
know what I'm
support it.
telling you? You better behave because your mom is watching you.
Yeah.
So are they proud of you and they supporting you and they want to
they're
see
proud.
you
They're proud.
flying
They're
hard
supporting.
and you gave us
Yeah.
I don't know, various examples that you look out, you there's people that inspires you. Who inspires you in Africa? I mean, you mentioned Dolce & Gabbana, you mentioned Gucci, you've mentioned a whole lot of
in
people.
Africa,
But now let's talk about African designs. Who are you looking? Who you look up
Designers.
to? Yeah.
Honestly, first person, my mom.
Yeah,
She would
but your
kill it.
mom can.
And I asked her, I was like, yo, why didn't you start like a
Yeah,
line?
something,
You
you
see
know?
the clothes you wear, you can sell these.
Yeah,
And then she'd
yeah.
just be like, no.
I'm
You know what I
focusing
mean?
on
Yeah.
the nation.
So
and-
she was the first person to inspire me when it came
Yes.
to clothing. And then, in Africa, well, now I would say, I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Maklos or something.
Makosa.
Makosa.
Makosa. Yes.
Oh, yo,
Yes.
it's fire.
Yo, bro.
I want to collaborate.
Like, can you say that
with
again?
Makosa.
Yes.
Macross.
Yes, you're not the right track.
Macross.
I'm also
Macross.
proud. I'm also proud. Something
Macross.
very authentic, something
Yeah.
true, something that is him,
Man, yeah.
took it from home and he just made it so amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
crazy.
example.
It's crazy.
I think you are looking
It's amazing.
yes,
Yeah.
I think you're inspired and mentored. I don't know. You can be mentored
The
by
thing is,
people that you
and
know.
I
really-
know I can do that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
That's the
amazing.
thing.
But your own way.
But in my way.
Yeah.
So I respect designers, you know what I mean? Like, designers like him who take something
from home.
You know, I know the work he put into that just to create. Yeah. I know, I understand.
And it started from the childhood. It's something that he learned from mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's anything that we have left out in terms of how people can get hold of you, can get hold of your product, can get hold of your style, or even know you better, give us that information.
Follow my Instagram. I post a lot, you know. I post a lot of what I do, you know, but the lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, the culture. Yeah, so my Instagram is at GXSHXNGO. At GXSHXNGO. Kushungo, but the U's are X's. Okay. For XGX.
So it's Kushungo.
That's a high IQ stuff.
Still go back home. If there's anything that you think we've left out because we don't have enough time, just put it out there so people can know you better.
I just want to say thank you, TMD.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for bringing us out here.
We are cheap.
And it's a great opportunity, and we hope to see more of you. And we're going to be twisting it up a lot.
You will see more of me when you bring my stuff, man.
Yeah. We want to see more of you in XG.
Yeah.
We're going to see more of you.
Can you hook up something, bro?
Yes.
Hook it up.
Bro, watch.
Like
watch this fire. Watch this fire.
Okay. You promise.
Yeah, I promise.
So we have your contact.
Yeah.
So don't be promising nothing here. Well, it was really great to have you guys, and all the best with your brand, and it sounds amazing, and I love the plan behind it, and I love the fact that you were studying. I love the fact that you are taking it serious. I think it's really great for especially young people out there that want to be creative, that want to be musicians, producers, and you know, talent is great, but if you can polish it and just make it even finer by studying and understanding it, you know, making it better, it's even better. So big ups to you and all the best, and we'll do whatever to support you guys. And once you bring the clothes, you bring whatever your stuff, we'll put it out there so everyone knows what's up. But thank you so much for your time. I say this is the freshest Tuesday, and this was the freshest interview. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mugabe. Thank you, Heine. Thank you for you, Mr. Pepe. 1655, Penning Enjoy, I would say. Thank you so much for keeping us company. Thank you so much for tuning in the Massive Metro Tembi Takeover right here. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and God bless you. Thank you so much once again for your support. Same time, same place again tomorrow. Next up is Jumpos with Zola. Don't you go nowhere. Good evening.
We are here.
Are you drinking a future inside or outside?
We are here.